What's up guys, it's Abe. Today we're going to talk about the Pavlok, a wearable device for the masochist in your life. I mean, I'm not entirely off base here, but it does shock you if you're into that kind of thing.
Borderline sober and telling the truth about stuff.
Soberly honest reviews.
So what is the Pavlok? Well, it's a wearable device that provides stimuli, specifically an electric shock, to help you reduce and even help you quit bad habits such as procrastinating, mindless eating, biting your nails, smoking, eating fast food, sleeping in. I mean, yes, you can literally program this thing to shock you first thing in the morning. If you think Folgers coffee in your cup will wake you up, you've got another thing coming.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
The Pavlok is based on the operant conditioning model, which is a type of learning in which the strength of a behavior, such as let's say your bad habit, is modified by its consequences, such as a reward or a punishment. In this case, the punishment being an electric shock. Now, if the name Pavlok sounds familiar, you're probably thinking of Ivan Pavlov. The guy pretty much experimented with dogs, figured out that food could be treated as a stimuli to elicit a conditioned response, specifically salivation. So in theory, shocking yourself might elicit a deterrent response next time you choose to say bite your nails.
Damn!
What actually comes in the box? Well, moving aside the quick start guide, you got your lightweight, soft, and surprisingly comfortable rubber strap. Pretty traditional buckle on the side here. 10 holes to either have a snug or loose fit based on your needs. A pretty standard micro USB cable here for your charging needs. And then the actual Pavlok itself, which you'll notice is on the side. You got the little port here for charging. And aside from that, it's pretty straightforward. There's not much else to it. So how does this thing work? Well, it's actually not that difficult. Let me demonstrate for you. Kyle, pass the beer. Thanks. Oh God, jeez. Kyle, we talked about this. It's just a camera.
Sorry.
So yeah, let's say I want to stop drinking beer. Next time I get the urge, all I gotta do is press down on this thunderbolt like so. And there you have it. Before you know it, you'll be breaking bad habits. Or just yelling vulgar things all day. Yeah. In terms of software, the Pavlok is a standalone product, but you can download an app as a remote control, which is compatible with iOS and Android. So, in case you want to spice things up with your girlfriend or boyfriend, or break bad habits, just throwing that out there. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the app. Once you go in here, I think the most important thing that you want to note are the items in the hamburger menu. So you've got courses, timeline, remote, your download settings, information, tertiary links, like the alert log, help, and log out, whatever. The most important thing that you might want to take a look at here is the courses, your timeline, and the remote. So looking at the courses itself, let's go into, say, the bad habits section. You can choose one of these two options here. For me, let's just go, I don't know, let's say quit snacking. Right, so what you got here is essentially your timeline, which is 5 days. It's a step-by-step process. You can only go into day 2 or 3, whatever, based on whether you've completed the task for the current day. In this case, let's just say we're gonna pick day 1 awareness results and helping you be aware of your snacking. So I click on that, and then you get this 5-minute long recording of this dude walking you through the process, which is the most annoying thing, but can be helpful if you wanna go to sleep at night, because it'll put you to sleep. I'm not gonna waste your time with that. Let's get out of there. Again, if you want to go into the timeline, just as a quick checkpoint for you, just go ahead and do that, and you can get there faster. And then the most important thing I think is the remote. So here's the cool part: you can actually control the Pavlok using this as an extension. So as you can see, it's actually paired above that check mark indicating that you're paired. You can tap to unpair. In this case, we'll keep it. And then you got the beep option, which you can increase by percentage in terms of the sound. So let's go ahead and hear that. There you go. The vibration, cool. And then finally the zap, which I don't know if I want to demonstrate just because I'm terrified, but it's at 50%. Here's a cool thing. You can actually change the amount of time that it zaps you, all right, back to back. You can go up to, you can go up to 5 times if you really want, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's go down. You can change the percentage of the voltage. Let's do 50. And that's the whole point of that, right? So you can increase that. It's not, you know, the most exciting thing to do, but, you know, as I said before, you can go up and down, which is pretty interesting. Let's just keep it down. And yeah, and that's essentially what you got with the app itself. There's not much else to it. You can go to your downloads and look at your courses. And then, you know, that's essentially it. In terms of pricing, you can get the Pavlok along with the wristband of your choice for roughly $180 plus tax. But does it actually work? And is it actually worth the money? Well, for starters, the Pavlok is not a medical device and no medical studies have been conducted to test its efficacy. That's an actual quote from their evidence book. Look, if a product has to write a thesis for you on why their product might work for you, then that should tell you something. I mean, dude, did you really just call this an evidence book? Look, I'm not trying to discredit the many test cases or test studies that have been found in this book or the research quotes that come from the 40s. Trust me, I was in college once. I've BS'd my way through research papers before. In fact, I admire your attempt, Pavlok. On the other hand, some people claim that Pavlok has in fact helped them quit smoking, procrastinating, biting their nails. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if you quit jerking it as a result. You know why? Because shocking yourself hurts. Which brings me to this conclusion. Maybe you should save yourself some cash. Take your mom out for, I don't know, a fancy dinner. And next time you get the urge to, I don't know, open a bag of chips, bite your nails, smoke some reefer, or just let one out, ask yourself, do I really need to do this? Can I perhaps just have some self-control? Let us know what you think of the Pavlok down below. We're interested in your thoughts, people. Let's start a discussion. If you liked our video, found it informational and possibly entertaining, do me a favor and hit that like button on your way out. Also, do let us know what you think about the Pavlok down below. It didn't work for me, but maybe it worked for you. Tell us what bad habits you quit. If you plan on getting a Pavlok, let us know if you have any questions or concerns. We'll do our best to answer those questions. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram for updates. Thank you for subscribing. We're Soberly Honest Reviews, calling it as it is. Cheers. Also, don't forget to follow the Instagram and Twitter. Oh, bullshit. That was the best one.
Twatter?
Twatter.
You know what twat means?
I know what Twatter.
Harry Twatter?